basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Ball, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's White in at the 2. Melton against Ball. Outside, Williams. Hits a three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ball finds White. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Melton.
Coming up on the floor for your Knicks, number 1, D'Angelo Russell.
Thomas, a screen on Ball. Thomas outside. Takes the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
White can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Claxton. White against Thomas. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Melton's checked in. Here's Buzelis, covered by Johnson. White for 3, connects from downtown.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Picked by Vucevic. The 3 from Ball. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Williams finds Claxton. Outside Johnson. Buries it from 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Melton. Ball with a steal. It's 2-on-1 for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Ball's got 6.
The coaching staff loves seeing Ball take these shots because it really helps get him going on the offensive end.
Johnson a screen on White. Johnson on the wing. Thomas passes to Williams. Stolen by Giddey. Fast break. Here we go. White for 3. Here's Buzelis. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And here's Thomas from the arc. Buzelis grabs the board.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Melton passes to Claxton. And it's Thomas off the drive. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Lets the 3 fly. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Nets with the lead. Melton outside. 4-3. The shot comes out.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Ball taking his time here. From outside the arc. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton with it. No made baskets yet. Melton outside. Launches it. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vucevic, a screen on Thomas from deep. Giddey. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas outside. Back to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Brooklyn out in front. They lead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Zach Collins. Trey Jones is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Smith. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Stan, when Trey Jones is on the floor, you can just see how easily the offense flows.
Well, Brian, he's the kind of point guard that teammates love to play with because his only thought out there is setting up other guys. He's not going to light you up with his own scoring, but he is a great facilitator.
Old school traditional point guard makes everybody better.
You don't see many of those anymore.
And that one's good. Wilson.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Collins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Takes a 3. And the Nets another 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Jones against Russell. Jones, the pass to Collins. And now the Nets on the break. Back to Russell. Fires the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Williams on the wing. No points so far. Can't hit from the corner. Brooklyn leading by 5. Wilson passes to Russell. Watford with a screen. Let's go with a 3. And Russell with the 3. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment at the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Jones from outside. Fires in the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a 3-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
For Chicago, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Williams from long range. They get it again. That's tipped. Outside Johnson. Watford outside. Russell against Jones. The 3. Again, Russell missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, They are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Clowney comes in for Watford. Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson. And Williams is subbed in for Russell. Here's Giddey. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Clowney. Over Buzelis. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Buzelis. Covered by Johnson. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Clowney. Fires for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Ball outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
And you can say his performance goes beyond the stat sheet.
Well, he's a great competitor. He makes positive plays at both ends, and he's a great teammate as well.
Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Ball way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ball's got 9.
They're super comfortable from deep. Ball has been launching shots from there since he was young.
White with a steal. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Three-pointer Vucevic. Another 3 for Chicago.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Claxton passes to Melton. Fires from the wing. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Buzelis. From behind the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From deep, Melton. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. Oh, wasted no time on that one. He has 6.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
It's Thomas on the wing. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
To the left wing. From downtown. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey. Buzelis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Thomas. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making a switch here. Russell is checked in. Herter's checked in for Chicago. Thomas a screen on White. The 3 from Russell. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Herter. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Johnson with a bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Vucevic, a screen on Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Vucevic matching threes and clapping right back.
Russell from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
White looking it over. Pass to Herter. Here's Buzelis. It's Giddey on the wing. 6 to shoot. And there's a pick. Unloads. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thomas finds Russell. The kick out to Johnson. Now here's Thomas. Pass to Russell. Stolen by Giddey. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Herter. To the left side wing. Puts up a 3. The shot by Buzelis no good. Johnson for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Chicago. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Chicago leading. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Ball. Smith out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Jones in at the 1.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
They get it back. Here's Whitehead. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Nets lead by 2.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
White for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Clowney. Left side, Russell. Watford with a screen. Here's the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fires from deep. And White hits from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Wilson passes to Russell. Watford outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. Ball with the rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The 3, Smith. Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Wilson. Russell a screen on Smith. Back to Russell. The 3 ball. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Ball. Sinks it from distance.
Filling it up. Lonzo Ball, more than a passer.
Jones against Russell. Here's Clowney. Fires the 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Williams. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And down it goes. 2 points. Nets trail by 3. There's a screen. Here's Watford. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Smith with a screen on Russell. Jones from outside. Clowney pulls it in.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
A great job to establish position and square up.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. And the Bulls making a change here. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. And stolen by Williams. Thomas against White. Thomas passes to Claxton. Back to Thomas. Screen by Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Thomas, that's good.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Pass to Vucevic. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
Look to a machine like Gooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
And here's Thomas from the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Ball with it. And Melton picks him up defensively.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big-time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Pass to Johnson. And here is Williams. Count it! And that one brings them within 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From deep, Giddey. Money from deep!
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas, left side. There's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Ball left side. White against Johnson. Puts up a deep 3. Unable to get that one.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
So it's the Bulls.
Men's basketball, these teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Green is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the center position. Now, here's Melton. Johnson in the corner. 5 to shoot. Thomas passes to Melton. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Miller with the ball. Williams picks him up. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. You know, Greg, one thing you know.
That was worth the price of admission.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Elton kicks to Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Trendon Watford's checked in for the Nets.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Elton finds Thomas. Over in the corner, Claxton. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Bridges. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Radford off target with his three. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
Melton passes to Williams. Melton with a screen on Miller. Williams with a clean look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Melton against Ball. Count it.
The basketball IQ is already so impressive. Love seeing LaMelo Ball get crafty in the pick and roll.
Screen by Watford. There's Thomas with the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Ball dishes to Williams. And he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Williams sends a screen for Thomas. Outside Williams. Jacks up a three. And the Nets, another three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Miller outside. Bridges outside. Fires the three. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Here's Thomas, and Thomas with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And Claxton throws it down.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Thomas against Miller. Right side, Thomas. Claxton inside, covered by Miller. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team seconds. Substitutions on the court.
7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nurkic a screen on Russell. The deep 3 from Smith. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Charlotte.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Smith is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Smith.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Russell sets a screen for Johnson. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And a nice play by Sharp as he scores. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Nurkic. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Diabate. Still scoreless. Outside Curry. Now here's Nurkic. Smith finds Curry. Over to the left wing. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Pass to Diabate. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn making some changes. Brownie's checked in. And it's Williams in for Whitehead. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Josh Okogie. Outside Russell. Left side Williams. Here's Clowney. Off target from outside. Charlotte trailing. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Trains the three-pointer.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Hornets trail by 5. Bridges a screen on Johnson. Miller the pass to Bridges. Clowney pulls it in. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And it's Johnson in for Johnson. And then for Charlotte, Josh Green comes in for Curry. And it's ball in for Smith. And Clowney can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bridges kicks to Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Green dishes to Bridges. The kick out to Ball. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 6. Oh, Russell in position. Pass to Clowney. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Whitehead's checked in for Williams. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell. The Hornets also with a sub. Williams is checked in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in, and Okogie subbed in for Miller.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Okogie for 3. They grabbed their own miss. Diabate played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas. Over Williams. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. That'll do it for the first half. Nets lead by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Nets making a switch here. Watford's checked in. On defense, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ball feeling it out a bit. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Bridges with it. Williams picks him up. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Bridges.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Thomas finds Watford. Back to Thomas. Looking for Watford. He gets it there. Pass to Melton. 4 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Watford. Shoots over Bridges. The shot by Watford, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Back to Bridges. Outside, Green. Charlotte moving the ball around. For the tie. Bridges misses. Nets leading by 3. To Claxton. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Offensive rebound. Spins. To stop the drought. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 16.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Williams kicks to Miller. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Three-pointer. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Thomas, a screen on Green. It's Thomas on the wing. And Thomas with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Bridges. Out to Miller. Green against Williams. Shoots the 3. Goes back up. Claxton with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. In the corner, it's Watford. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Yep, that one goes in there. 7 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Watford passes to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Now Melton. Stolen by Ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Ball slams it in.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to dunk it.
Here's Watford, defended by Bridges. Watford passes to Melton. Back to Watford. Outside Thomas. Over Miller. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Smith. He's out there with Curry. And it's Diabate in a power forward. Outside for Curry. A 3-ball. Nice D from Russell.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Latre. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 4. Outside for Curry. Pass to Okogie. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is what you call explosive elevation and a little bit of creativity to boot, Josh Okogie.
Sharp finds Russell. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Diabate. The shot from the low post is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And that one is hammered home.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Nurkic kicks to Smith. Pass to Diabate. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And stolen by Sharp. Kicks it out to Wilson. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Curry against Russell. Curry dishes to Nurkic. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Diabate. No good on the triple.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Sharp. Pass to Wilson. Pulls it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Bridges a screen on Melton. Ball. Knocked loose. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Hornets trail by 8. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Bridges.
What a take by Miles Bridges. Those are tough points earned. Nicely done.
Whitehead's checked in for D'Anthony Melton. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Green. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
LaMelo living the life. That is a big-time bucket. Go ahead.
Williams sends a screen for Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Ball with it. Picked up by Claxton. Ball, the pass to Green. Takes it inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
High-stakes moment, and Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir.
Pass to Watford. Outside Thomas. Now Williams. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
You love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here is Ball. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock to take the lead. misses the three. And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's Thomas with the three. Count it!
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Well, you need the three here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it
fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Hall and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the three. Now here's Green. There's Ball with a three. Connects from downtown.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Miller outside. Bridges, a screen on White. Out to Bridges. Pass the ball. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
And out of bounds will be Chicago ball. And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role.
Now here's White. This one for three. No good on the shot. Bridges outside. Back to Green. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Bridges. Chicago with a rebound. Here's White. A deep three. The long-distance three is buried.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Miller against White. Miller can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Giddey. White's got 6. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And it's hammered home by Green.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Vucevic, a screen on Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. Nurkic is checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Green. Now here's Bridges. Back to Ball. The three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls leading by 4. A minute 50 left to play in the first. Offensive rebound. From deep, Giddey. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Hornets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Miller, the pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
Right side, Giddey. The three is up. Smith with the rebound. The Hornets have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. It's Bridges on the wing. Still without a bucket. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Picked by Vucevic. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And the three-pointer goes.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Bridges outside from deep three-point range. And it's Chicago with a board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Giddey with a screen on Bridges. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Miller pulls it in. Ball against White. Ball right side. Bridges outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Bridges has got 6. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Hornets. They're up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
We've got Zach Collins. Jalen Smith is out there with Williams. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Dosunmu in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Just 3 to shoot. Green for 3, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Chicago trailing here. Ball surveys the floor. No good on the triple. Well, the Hornets shooting only 42%. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Here's Okogie. The 3 from Curry. Collins with the rebound. The 3, Smith. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Stolen by Ball. The 3 knocks down the triple. Ball's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Here's Diabate. He's scoreless. Back to Curry. Pass to Okogie. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. From deep three-point land. Dosunmu can't hit. Charlotte trailing. Outside, Green. Here's Okogie, covered by Smith. Williams with the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Pass to Williams. Curry with it, hounded by Ball. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Bulls making a change here. Herter's checked in. Drops in the 3. Herter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Miller. Pass to Diabate from behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Chicago leading by 6. Herter from long range. Williams on the wing, guarded by Miller. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Ball, and Ball throws it down.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Herter from long range. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Pass to Miller. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Ellis comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Jones in for Ball. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Curry. Now here's Smith. No points yet. Here's Miller. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Miller pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Jones against Ball. Now here's Miller. Not a lot of room. Ball no good. Chicago leading. Outside White. Three-pointer. Pass to Vucevic. Ball with a steal. Miller outside. That'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls out in front, up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3. And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game. But he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash. But he's a fun guy to watch hoop, that's for sure.
Now here's Ball. 9 points in the game. Outside, Williams. Giddey against Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry, and the shot goes in.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. White for 3. And no good. Up top Ball, covered by Vucevic. Here we go, all alone. Giddey finds White. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Vucevic knocks down the long J. Vucevic has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Bridges. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Outside Giddey. Pass to White, and there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Collins checked in, and the Hornets making a change here. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Switch.
White, the pass to Collins from downtown, and Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Collins. Vucevic has got 6 points. Green against Giddey. Right side Green. Pass to Bridges. Outside Curry. Back to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball with it. Now guarded by Curry. Ball passes to White. Collins a screen, lets it go from deep. White can't hit. Hornets trail by 6. Pass to Diabate. The shot, no good. Nice D from Vucevic. White looking it over. Fires from deep. Diabate grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Okogie's shot is off. Chicago leading by 6. Three-pointer, Vucevic knocks it down from distance. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
A line change here for Chicago. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Green. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Dosunmu. Back to Curry. Smith outside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yes, Smith has some bunnies on him. Gets off the floor fast to slam it down.
Williams, a screen on Smith. Jones, the pass to Dosunmu. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith with it, guarded now by Williams. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to track.
On the wing, Jones, covered by Smith. Outside, Williams. No good from outside. Here's Okogie. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Wow. No doubt about it. Make no mistake. That's a big-time 3.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Chicago ahead, up by 3. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Ayo Dosunmu, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Jones in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Buzelis from deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Dosunmu for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Dosunmu's got 9 points now in the second half. Miller against Giddey. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Nurkic against Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. Jones against Ball. Jones, the pass to Giddey. Over Williams. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Bulls lead by 7. Ball outside. White, he's checked in for Chicago. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte.
First team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The drive by Miller. The kick out to Ball. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Chicago with a rebound. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Puts up a deep 3. Smith with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Jones from outside. It's Giddey on the wing. Takes the three. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds in the game. Smith passes to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
Pass to Jones. And here's Giddey. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter here. White on the wing, covered by Smith. White can't hit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Ball. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Jones. And a change for the Hornets. Green's checked in for Smith.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Ball against Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Here's White. Vucevic, a screen on Miller. White against Miller. Pulls it. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Vucevic draws the double. White for 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Miller, the pass to Green. Pass to Ball. From 15 feet away. Miller outside. Bridges, a screen on Giddey. Giddey against Miller with the clock winding down.
Yes! Big time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
White for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. Miller outside. And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Williams at the small forward. Now here's White. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Vucevic a screen on Thomas. White. Johnson with the rebound. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. Russell, who's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Number 4 for the Nets. Number 1.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Lets it go from deep, and the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Now, here is Russell. Launches a three. Hits it from three-point range.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Russell. Thomas sets a screen for Russell. And it's Chicago with the rebound. On the wing, Giddey. He's guarded by Williams. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Russell kicks to Thomas. Williams a screen on ball. Thomas, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Buzelis. Thomas covering. Outside ball. For three. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here are the Nets. Williams dishes to Thomas. Pass to Russell. Takes a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside, White. The long distance three is buried. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 3. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
For a true center, Vooch is excellent in that catch and shoot.
Thomas against White. Pass to Claxton. And it's Russell in the corner. Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams finds Thomas. Johnson with a screen on White. And it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Buzelis. Williams comes in for Josh Giddey. Ozumu, he's checked in for White. And Trey Jones subbed in for Ball. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Thomas. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Bulls leading by 3. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Melton. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Williams for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
What makes Vooch so tough is the combination of size and athleticism. Defenses are always trying to figure him out. That's why this man is a double-double every night.
Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. Sinks the triple.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Johnson outside. Rebound by Williams. The Bulls with the lead. Smith surveying the D. At the elbow, Collins. And stolen by Williams. One-on-one here. A shot's good from Claxton.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Lets it go from deep, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Bulls. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Collins. Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's White in at the 2. Here's Johnson, following the three-point basket by Chicago. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Williams has a screen for Jones. Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 3. Outside for Martin. Lets the 3 fly. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Giddey. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Johnson from outside. Rebound by Williams. Chicago leading by 3. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Giddey. And the 3 off target. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Wilson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's White. Good on the triple. White's got 6 points.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Watford. That's a 2 from Martin. That's good on the jump shot. Martin's got 4 points in the quarter. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now here's Wilson. Nothing on the board, so they take the lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Vucevic with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 1.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Wilson against Herter. Sharp, the pass to Whitehead. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Sharp finds Watford. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Sharp. Another shot. Out left to the wing. Stolen by Ball. White wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 32 seconds left in the first half. Martin against Herter. Tries the spin move. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Ball sets a screen for Smith. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Clowney. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
21. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
So for Brooklyn now, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Melton sets a screen for Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a one-point game. Ball against Melton. Buzella sets a screen for Ball. Claxton against Vucevic. There's the three. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Thomas, no luck. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Giddey with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. This one for 3, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 6 here in this quarter.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Williams, a screen on White, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Josh Giddey. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Kobe White. And Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And a change for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Nets trail by 4. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Trying to end the drought. Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got his second basket of the night. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Collins. Buzella sets a screen for Collins. No good on the three.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Outside Thomas. Spins. Back to Johnson. Down low. Braxton a screen on Williams. Near the three-point line. It's Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson for the lead. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here's Herder. Still yet to score. And he's good on the three ball.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jones, no luck. Brooklyn's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. In transition, here come the Bulls. Williams with a clean look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Really nice job there by Buzella. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Johnson kicks to Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Johnson for three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Over in the corner, Williams. Now Collins. And taken away by Johnson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Back to Thomas. From deep three-point land. Buzella grabs the board. Buzella has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Jones. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Josh Giddey is out there with Smith. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic, and it's Ball in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Nets trail by 4. Sharp finds Russell. 3-pointer. And it's Sharp missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Smith for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Sharp. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. White looking around. For 3. And the Bulls, another 3.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue
continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Now, here's Sharp. Kicks it out to Wilson. Pass to Russell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Wilson. And it's Johnson in for Whitehead. Now, here's Ball. Williams with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Back to Sharp. The 3 from Johnson. Out to Russell. Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Here's Smith. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Ball in the corner. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Johnson with a screen on Ball. Russell, Sharp on the wing. Johnson against White. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Sharp with a screen on Smith. And Clowney can't get it to go. Bulls leading by 8. Giddey kicks to White. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Russell left side. It's up a 3. Rebound by Smith. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Nets trail by 8. Nets passing it around. Back to Russell. They set the pick. Connects from three-point range. Russell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
The shot's good from Smith.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Sharp tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Smith, no luck. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Russell with the 3. Rebound by Smith. Now Chicago has got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Williams comes with a double team. The 3. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Now Vucevic, after Keon Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And here are the Bulls now. And so the Bulls now can just hold on to the ball. Rebounded by the Nets. Knocks down the 3 ball. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but
How about teams like these who could really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tooled big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Miller with it, and Melton picks him up defensively. Tipped. And he's all alone. He's all alone. And Williams punches it home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Here's Miller. The three-pointer off the mark. Thomas outside. Nails it from three.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Outside for Green. Into the lane. To the middle. Miller on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and count them, four first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Russell's checked in for Melton. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Williams, a screen on Thomas. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Johnson passes to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Williams finds Bridges. Fires the three. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Williams on the wing. Guarded by Miller. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Green. Back to Ball. And here's Miller. To the inside. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Thomas outside. Johnson a screen on Miller. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Miller. Now the Hornets moving it up. Green in the post. Williams defending. Ball no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Hornets with the rebound. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Counted from distance.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. A new lineup here for Charlotte. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. Wilson's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. Here's Okogie. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Johnson against Smith. Watford outside. Sharp, a screen on Nurkic. Here's Watford. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Okogie. Smith outside. The three is up. Sharp grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 3. Stripped away. And here they come. Here's Diabate, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Curry finds Nurkic. Smith outside. Here's Okogie. Offline with a three. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. It's stolen by Nurkic. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Diabate. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on both. Eight seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Thomas from the arc. Drains the triple. Thomas has gotten his second bucket on the night.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's the net. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Green out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. Offensive board. Out to Bridges. From the arc. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Bridges. Miller's got 8.
We would love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Here's Clowney, defended by Nurkic. Lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Ryan, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. He buries it from 3.
I'll tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Johnson a screen on Green. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ball against Johnson. Ball passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Johnson. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Nets trail by 6. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Claxton. Green against Johnson. Pass to Williams. Outside Johnson. And the Nets miss again. Charlotte leading by 6. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Bridges passes to Nurkic. Out to Bridges. 4-3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson with it. Nurkic picks him up. From deep. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Charlotte has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Ball into the lane. Oh, ball taking the hit.
Boy, soft touch from LaMelo. That floater game is on point.
Pass to Williams. To stop the drought. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I must say the defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Melton comes in for Johnson. Gets the 3 to fall.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Hornets leading by 7. Miller on the wing. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once...
Oh, wow!
Incredible!
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
They set a pick. Pass to Diabate. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Thomas for 3. Diabate grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Knocked away. Stolen by Melton. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Johnson. Down low. Thomas, left side. Stolen by Miller. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yes, Smith has some bunnies on him. Gets off the floor fast to slam it down.
Thomas outside. Tries the spin move. To the wing on the left. Here's Claxton. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so that's the end of the first half. Charlotte on top. They lead by 11. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
On the floor for the Nets. Cameron Johnson out there with Williams. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Thomas in at the 2. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
It's Thomas on the wing. That 3's off the mark. Hornets leading by 10. On the wing, Green. Yet to see a basket. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Charlotte making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Here's Thomas for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Okogie into the lane. The ball's knocked loose. Ball against Melton. Ball looks over the floor. No good. Unable to win this run.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Watford with a screen. Thomas passes to Melton. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Here's Okogie. Brooklyn pulls it in. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Doesn't go for him. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Watford. The kick out to Johnson for the lead. Buries it from 3. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Williams on the wing. Here's Green. No made baskets yet. 4 on the clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Hornets lead by 1.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Thomas misses. For Charlotte, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Ball passes to Green. Now Bridges. Pass to Okogie. Back to Bridges. Outside for Green. Now Bridges. Back to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Outside Johnson. Thomas outside. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here come the Hornets for the finish. Oh, that's LaMelo ballin'.
Well, the do-it-yourself kit, the steal and bucket from LaMelo.
Johnson on the wing. Thomas, a screen on Bridges. Johnson passes to Thomas.
Two minutes are allowed to review the play.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Hornets out in front, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Seth Curry is out there with Smith. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. That's the Hornets 5. Nurkic finds Smith. Nurkic a screen on Russell. Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A crafty finisher. Smith has a variety of ways he can finish a drive.
Driving to the basket. Here's Wilson, guarded by Miller. And he lays it up and in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Smith outside. Pass to Curry. Miller right side. Some changes for Brooklyn. Clowney, he's checked in for Watford, and it's Whitehead in for Johnson.
Now into the lineup for the Nets. Clowney.
Curry with it. Here's Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. The three. Russell with the rebound. The Nets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
This guy an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Here's Smith. There's the drive. The shot off that time. Good D by Sharp. Outside Russell. Sharp, a screen on Curry. The three from Russell. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Diabate. And he gets that one. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Russell up top. He's covered by Curry. And they take the lead.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Smith in the high post.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Nurkic for 3. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Russell. Here's Clowney. There's the triple. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Smith no good.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Curry against Russell. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Over to the wing. To the paint. Smith against Russell. Smith passes to Miller. Shoots. The offensive rebound. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
The pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player.
Oh, okay then.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Russell against Curry. Outside Russell. Fires for 3. The shot no good.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
Smith no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional.
matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's White, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Charlotte now. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land, and Vucevic pulls it down. Now Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen by Ball. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
And incredibly long at the point. Ball using that wingspan to disrupt and start the break.
For the three, White, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
To the paint and stolen by Giddey. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Shoots over Vucevic. And again, the Hornets missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Beyond the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Green with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Stolen by Ball. Giddey, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range. Giddey's got 6 points.
And everybody loves a big man that can pass. And Vucevic putting his vision on full display there.
Cloak loose and stolen by Miller. White against Green. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 8. Miller outside. It's good from long range.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Giddey against Green. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. A 3-ball. And another miss by Chicago. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And stand a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Buries it from three-point range.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Now, here's Dosunmu. That 3 off the mark. Right side, Ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And they're pushing it up. Back to Collins. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. From deep. That one, no good. Okogie for three. That shot misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Dosunmu is out there with Jones. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Williams at the three, the small forward. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Okogie. He has yet to score. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Diabate. No good. The Bulls shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Williams. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there. Collins, a screen on Smith. Here's Dosunmu. And the Bulls, another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Collins setting the big for Smith. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that shot.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Smith sets the pick for Williams. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 5. Outside Curry. Pass to Nurkic. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Clock at 6. Here's Okogie. Shoots the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Smith inside, defended by Dosunmu. Out to the wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
And now a 7-point Bulls lead. Smith outside. There's the drive. And then Smith with the dunk.
Smith drives, getting the ball inside and scoring around the cup.
Williams, a screen on Nurkic. Collins, good.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, We sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Smith sets the pick for Jones. From past the arc, that one's in, his first shot this game. Hornets trail by 9. Curry with it. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Nurkic. Out to Smith. Takes the 3. Rebound by Smith. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Chicago in control with the 9-point lead to end. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 9-point game. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the 3. So that's the Hornets 5. Ball, no good. Charlotte shooting not great, 40% for the game. And it's Ball penetrating. Green finds Williams. Williams sets a screen for Green. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Giddey, no good. Hornets trail by 9. Pass the Ball. That's good. And it's Miller with the assist. Ball's got the first field goal of the second half for the Hornets.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's stolen by Buzelis. On the wing, Giddey. Here's Vucevic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Bulls leading by 7. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. Buzelis, good on the 3-point shot. Buzelis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here are the Hornets now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Back to Green. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Charlotte making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Herter's checked in. There's Ball with the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Ball. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
There's Ball with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
There's Green with the 3. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls leading by 3. Vucevic finds Ball. Vucevic a screen on Ball. And Ball is good for 3. Ball's got 6 points.
And Ball is a clever player, especially in the pick and roll. Looks to shoot as soon as he gets space coming off that screen.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for. Smith checked in for the Hornets. The Bulls also changing it up. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. And Trey Jones subbed in for Ball. Launches a 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ball up top. He's defended by Herter. Bridges kicks to Smith. Just 5 to shoot from downtown. That shot off the mark. The Bulls leading. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Williams. That time the assist from Jones. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Miller outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
To the inside. Out to White. Latrey cans it from downtown. White's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Miller for the finish. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
From deep, Herter. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Miller in the corner. Inside. Smith for 3. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bulls. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. Then it's White. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Smith in at the center position. Green. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Ball. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Chicago. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And stolen by Miller. Stolen by Ball. The 3. Diabate grabs the board.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Williams dishes to Miller. Williams a screen on Giddey. And Green gets it to go.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
No problem knocking that one down. Bulls got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And it's Green missing. The Bulls leading by 14. Puts up a deep three. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
There's 1:54 left in the game. From the arc, Miller grabs the miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Williams passes to Miller. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Miller's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets. Fires from deep. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, White. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry looking around. There's the pick. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Diabate. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Right side, ball. It's stolen by Green.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And White is just so fast. Once he leaks out in the open floor, he's tough to keep pace with.
Here's Vucevic. Now Buzelis offline with his 3. And the wide open shot from Green. From deep 3-point territory. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.